All right, Jackson State coming off of a 14-7 win over Mississippi Valley in double overtime last weekend. The Tigers are off this weekend, getting ready for the stretch run. Coach, talk about that dramatic win on your home field for homecoming and your off week coming up.
Well, it's all as it said, it's always good to win homecoming, but in that type of fashion, we faced a football team that was prepared and ready to play some sound football. I mean, their defense is just what everybody say they are. They're strong, they're tough, and they run to the football, and they just do a fantastic job. I mean, Coach has done a fantastic job with that football team, and they came in here to win, and they weren't looking at anything else but that. And I was just glad that we, dodged that bullet and were able to go into overtime and come out, with a win. And so I feel very fortunate. I thank God, and these kids had an opportunity to have some success, and and I'm happy for the coaches, the university, and our alumni, and it was a great game, and nobody left the stadium. It was a hard-fought battle, and they played us toe to toe, and so I just say I'm happy to get the win.
All right, questions for Coach Comegy.
Hey, Rick, this is Travis with the Clarion Ledger. How are you?
Good morning, Travis. How are you?
Good morning. Hey, if you could just talk about this getting this off week. You guys had 8 straight games. Just where your guys are at physically.
Well, right now, if we had to play again this coming week, I believe we can. But this opening it's been a tough road to get to this opening, and it's good to give the guys some time off and let them sit back and concentrate on some other things. And we're going to go 3 days this week of practice, but we're going to get them off early and get them off at the tail end of this week. And the kids need it. We need to get a good rest, rest their bodies and get some treatment on some of the aches and pains that that they do have. And it's really welcomed. It's been a long battle, a long stretch without an opening, and I'm just glad that it's finally come.
Could you just talk too about the impact you got from your defensive guys, John McNabb in particular, coming in for Milton Patterson?
Well, John McNabb did a tremendous job. Came off the bench. Milt got that stub, that turf toe, and had to leave the game. But McNabb was prepared. He was ready to go. He's always ready, and then he came in and played a fantastic game. And the defense is finally starting to step up the way I know they can. It plays the type of football that I know they can play, and I think we're getting better as the year goes on. I didn't want to speak too fast, but it's the type of defensive football that I like to see, getting to the football, making tackles, doing what you're supposed to do, and, kind of dominate the front a little bit. I think, both defenses did a great job of dominating the front, but I was really particularly happy with the way our guys began to play Jackson State-type football.
Thanks.
More questions for Coach Comegy. Okay, Coach, I have a quick question for you. With the conference race being so tight now, with you tied with Alabama State and just a game behind Alabama A&M, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a lot of attention focused down here in Birmingham this weekend.
Well, no doubt. It's going to be interesting to see how that game comes out. It's always an exciting game. Both schools get after it pretty good, and so I'm going to definitely have to see how that outcome comes. And it's what the thing that we have to concentrate more on is how we're playing rather than what they're doing, and kind of controlling our own destiny and trying to get better and better as a football team, but still be able to enjoy a game between those two schools. It's one of the biggest games of the year, and I'm sure a lot of people will be there.
Of course, you still have one game left against one of those two teams, Alabama A&M, which could come down to being who determining who represents the West in the SWAC championship game.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We realize that, but we want to go one at a time right now, and this is what we've been preaching. But if that comes about, and we're blessed that would happen, then we would look forward to that. And we want to be there now. Please don't please don't get me wrong. I mean, we would love to represent, and but we got to focus on the job at hand and what's coming up next for us.
All right, and that next game is on November the 3rd as you travel to Grambling State. How important is it to have this off week preparing for that game in your stretch run?
Well, as I said, we're trying to heal right now the few bumps and bruises that we got, and it's important. We needed a break. Coaches needed a break. People that work, trainers needed a semi-break. We all just needed some time because it's been a long since the opening day. We've been hitting it every week, and so it's good to have this break right now.
All right, we're talking to head coach Rick Comegy from Jackson State University, and the floor is open for questions. So do we have any questions for Coach Comegy? Coach, I guess they've run out of questions for you today, so we'll let you get back to work, and we'd like to thank you for joining us on the call this morning, and enjoy your off week, and we'll talk to you again next Monday.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, that was head coach Rick Comegy from Jackson State University.